What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Kinstretch class brought to you by Stretch Effect. My name is Coach Luke, and I'll be taking you through today's 30-minute cervical spine focused Kinstretch class. So today's class will be a little bit different, one that we haven't done before, that is just focused on the cervical spine, the 7 vertebrae that kind of make up what most people know as the neck. So this is one that we want to just kind of preface by saying definitely never want you to move through or into closing a pinch, closing a pain, especially in the neck. So if we're doing our neck bars to start and you have any closing angle pinch, closing angle pain, say if I go this way, I feel a pinch here, or if I come this way and I feel a pinch back here, or this way, so on the closing side of the joint, you never want to work into it or through it. So you can, as you do rotation, you can just, instead of going all the way to lateral flexion, you just kind of come out of it just a little bit and kind of work around it, kind of like you're driving around debris on the freeway. So it's just a good way to think about it. So we want to make sure we're not going into pain. So when we're doing any pills and rails of work, if say we're doing a lateral flexion and you've got some closing angle pinch there, come out of it a little bit to where you don't have the closing angle pinch, and then you can just work on isometric contraction from there. So because there's a lot going on in the cervical spine, we have a lot of wiring connected to our brain down to our spine, to the rest of our body. You don't want to be going at necessarily 100% contraction. So a lot of times, and you'll probably hear me refer to it, say greatest safest effort. So the key word there is safest. So greatest effort is definitely what we always want in these Kinstretch classes, because that doesn't allow us to change it. But at the same time, safest effort is really the key word there, because we want to make sure that we're feeling good and then we're actually getting positive outcomes out of this, and we're not left sore or injured in any way, especially in the cervical spine. So just a kind of a quick preface there before we get going into today's class. So we're going to be spending most of the class in a collapsed position. So in this position, if you're comfortable for your knees, for your ankles, anything like that, you can certainly take one block, throw it on its side like that, or you can take 2 blocks and then just throw them between your legs. So just to kind of put you in a good, safe, comfortable position, so you don't have to worry about the lower body, worry about the knees, worry about the ankles, and it just allows you to just be in a good position here. You can certainly do this class from a seated position as well, because we're pretty much just going to be working on the cervical spine, aside from a couple positions where we'll be laying on the floor. So without further ado, let's just get started. So I'm going to take my shoulders down on my sides, armpits squeezing into the body, right? So I'm going to squeeze the shoulders, make fist the hands. If you want to open the palms and reach down through your middle fingers, you can certainly do that as well. I'm just going to start with 2 neck bars in each direction. So we go chin to chest, chin to collarbone, ear comes over my shoulder, rotate to the sky, ear comes over the opposite shoulder, reaching down towards the floor, chin to collarbone, come down through one more time, and then right, chin to collarbone, ear goes over, rotate chin to the sky, chin to left collarbone, and back through. Reset the shoulders, reset the core tension if you need to. In a good brace, if you want to go for this, wherever you want to do with the hands, just make sure you maintain that position. Ear comes over, rotate up, ear goes over the other shoulder, chin to collarbone, and through one more time. Chin to collarbone, ear goes over, feel that stretch on the opening side. Over the top, chin to the sky, ear goes over my right shoulder, chin to right collarbone, and rotate back through. So from here, we're just going to work some what's called half bars, which you can, again, set up here with the fist up towards the floor or the hands down. I'm just going to rotate, chin to collarbone, ear over, chin to collarbone, rotate through to the other side, chin to collarbone, ear over, chin to collarbone. Let's go 2 more each direction. Keep that upper body tension, shoulders tight, those hands engaged wherever you started. Just make sure you stay there. Keep that core brace. One to the left. So we got 1 more each side. Just kind of warming up the neck, warming up those muscles that we're going to be training here today. Ear over, chin down to the other side, over and down, come through. Okay, from there we're taking flexion extension. So I'm just going to be here, chin to chest, rotate up, chin to sky, 2 more each way there. Just getting all the motions that we're going to be training here today. Just kind of grooving those movements. Back down. Back up. And here, we're going to go rotation. So I'm just going to rotate the chin, collarbone, without being in flexion. So now I'm just working chin to collarbone on each side, just looking straight out to my side. We got 2 more each way. Rotate. Just make sure the rest of that body stays still, shoulders stay still, core stays engaged. 1 more each way. And last one to my left. Very good. Last one we got here, we're just going to go lateral flexion. So I'm just going to keep my eyes straight ahead. I'm just going to take right ear to right shoulder. Back up. Left ear to left shoulder. Again, if you want to change the position of your torso, the hands, you can. Just make sure they stay there, right? So I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. Make sure they stay down. Keep reaching down as I rotate to my left, or as I flex to my left, I should say. Get the stretch to the right side. Flex to my right, get a stretch to the left. One more time, making sure you're breathing through all of these. So take your time going here. I know I'm kind of talking through it, so you don't hear me breathing through it, but what we want to think about is a exhale as you move, inhale, exhale. Okay, so let's get right into cervical flexion, tails and rails. We're going to start on the back. So I'm going to lay on my back. It's certainly one that you can do from a seated position as well. But what we're going to do is just come into a supine position. So I lay on my back, legs are straight out in front of me, back is flat to the floor. I'm just going to take one hand, kick the crown of my head, and then just pull my chin to my chest into a cervical kind of flexion position, right? So I'm pulling into my chest, but I don't want to just go up like this, right? So I'm going to keep one vertebrae at a time, pull that chin in, flex from there, and then we're just going to actively work on breathing. I'm going to pull that chest, pull the chin a little higher to that chest. So this is our setup position. I'll go from here, so that's what I'm doing here. What I'm going to do is my tails, I'm going to drive into the resistance of my hand. So I'm driving my head into extension, into my hand. Rails, I'm trying to actively pull my head away from my hand, chin to my chest, and really squeeze the front side of the neck. This is one, like I said, you can do in the seated position here and work up, tails, down, into rails. The supine position is a great one for this because not only when you do your rails, not only are you trying to pull up more, but you're also fighting gravity, giving you a little bit more contraction. Okay? So it's up to you, whichever one you want to do, seated, standing, or on your back. I'm just going to pull up, make sure my back stays flat, make sure the rest of my body stays on the floor, right? I don't want to pull my thoracic spine off the ground. Make sure my shoulders stay down, shoulder blades are down, just pulling at the chin. So breath in, full body tension, brace that core, and then start driving the head into the hand into the head. So the hand is trying to pull the head forward, head is trying to drive down towards the ground. Even contraction, so I'm not going in either direction, I'm just contracting with the end range of cervical flexion. And then let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails, pull that chin to the chest actively. Pull the head away from the hands, and hold. If you want to remove the hand, you can. Hold, keep pulling that chin to the chest. Pull, 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 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. So everything on that front side, working those neck muscles from there. So that was our flexion. Now we're going to go into extension. Extension, we got a couple different things we can do for this one. So we're just going to start in our extended position here. What you can do is you can start from this position here and then just work to lift here. So you can go one hand here, we're just going to go right into extension from here. So I have my hands down, the farther up I lift, the more cervical extension I'm going to require. So I'm going to start elbows out just a little bit. It's going to be hard to talk through this one, so I'll kind of set it up first. So I'm in extension, tails drives down, rails I actively work to contract everything on the back side of my neck. Pull that head up, okay? We're going to go right through some tails and rails, one set of tails and rails, to some passively lift up. So I'll show you how to set that up when we get there. And for now, get into extension, feel the stretch of the front side, everything that we just contracted, and then extension, we'll be contracting, we'll be shortening these muscles here, okay? Breath in, brace, keep that core tight, start driving chin into the hands. Build that up, keep going. Keep going. Max effort, brace effort, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails, try to pull away from the hands. So remove the hands and just squeeze everything on the back side. Squeeze everything here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze up. All about the intention here. And now we're going to take the hands in front of us here, and you can just set the chin on the hands. So this would be a first set position, second set position, or third set position would be with both fists stacked, chin on the hands. From there, we're going to do 10 passive range lift-offs for cervical extension. So I'm going to go from here, pull the chin off of the hands, just by actively contracting the back side of my neck, and right back down. Okay, let's go 10 reps here. Whatever base position you want to start from, you want to do here, do that, it's up to you, okay? Here, just think lift, back side of the neck squeeze, back down, lift, back down, lift, back down, lift, down, lift, down. Let's do 5 more here. Keep that body tight, squeeze the glutes, let the body stay still, lift, 1, down, 2, down, lift, down, 2 more here, and lift, hold, down, really work on contracting the back side of that neck, pull that chin as high as you can, that's enough move, and lift, squeeze it, and down for 10. Very good, okay? There, we come back to our blocks here, if you want to set those up. From there, we're just going to make sure we get a good setup position here. Don't have to worry about anything else kind of moving there. I'm just going to be locked in there. If you want, you can take a seat here, or you can be standing. I'm going to do this position from a block position, and I'm going to do rotation. So from here, I'm going to rotate actively as hard as far as I can, not as hard as I can. As far as I can. My hands will go on the side of my head. So I'll do this from the side if I can talk to you while I rotate here. So I'm going to rotate actively as far as I can into one direction, so I'm rotating my left. Hand goes to the side of my head. I'm just going to hang out here, stretch. Tails contraction, I'm rotating into the resistance of my hand. Rails contraction, I'm rotating away from my hand. And then I'm just going to take my hand to my head, and we'll stretch again from there, okay? So there's another one. Even though if you're seated, even if you're on blocks, even if you're standing, you want to get a good full body contraction, so we know we're just rotating from the cervical spine and not from the torso. We definitely don't want to be slouching in this position either, right? So just normally tall. You don't need to be rigid. We just want to be up nice and tall. Rotate, hand goes to the side of the head. Now I'm just going to go here. So you go from the side of the face, or you can go from the side of the head, whatever you want to do. And there, just actively contract and passively relax into a deeper stretch. On the exhale, so you can get a little bit more. It's another one you just want to make sure you're going very safest effort, safest being the operative word there. Okay, let's take a breath in. Track the full body tension, going with this hand on the ribcage just as a reminder. Start rotating the head into the hand. Hand presses into the head. We're going to track everything on that front side of that neck. From there, just keep building up, keep building up, keep building up, and then greatest, safest effort in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rails, rotate away from the hand, contract the other side of the neck, get this side to stretch, contract the closing side, and then just work towards there, good, contract, 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 and the hand goes back to the head, and relax. Very good, there, deeper, and we'll switch sides. That was my left side, I'm going right here, so it's the block. Go from there, sit up tall. There, I'll just rotate, turn to the right collarbone. Make sure everything stays still. Hand goes to the side of the head. Just relax deeper into that stretch. Squeeze out a little bit more rotation. Relax, take a deep breath. Do a little bit more, you can go, make shoulders stay square. And the rib cage, just remind the core to stay tight as you rotate more to the right. So breathe, relax. Let's do one set of pelvic rounds here. Breath in. Full body contraction. Start rotating the head into the hand into the head. Build that contraction up. Just keep building up. Greatest, safest effort. Keep building, building, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Pull that chin to the collarbone. Try to rotate away from the hand. Track the closing side. Rotate, rotate, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down and relax. Do a couple rotations. Some light back in the neck there. There, we're going to lay on your side now. So we put the right side, so we're going on our left side. Sorry, we just work the right side, so we're going to lay on the right, so we're going to work our left. So from here, I'm going to lay down here, position here, so my knees can be about 45 degrees, even up to 90, whatever's most comfortable for you. Keep that core nice and braced throughout here. I'm going to stack my shoulders, put my left shoulder right on my right shoulder. I'm not struggling to get the right side here. Right hand, bottom arm will grab the legs, grab my top leg. And then I'm just going to relax here. Okay, so just let this kind of hang. And then I'm going to take my left arm, grab the top opposite side of my head, and keep my shoulder down, I'm going to pull into flexion. So we're just going to do some what's called passive range holds here. So now, all I'm going to do is make sure this stays still, shoulders stay stacked, pull up here, so I'm facing you, release my hand, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. 5 reps, 5-second holds. Here your shoulder, track the full body, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back down. We got 3 more. Make sure nothing else moves. Shoulder stays down. Tracked. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 2 more. Pull up. Brace your full body. Squeeze that ear to your shoulder and release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Last one here. Come back up. Ear to shoulder. Squeeze. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Okay, switch sides. We're going to have a 30-minute neck class before I'm sure how to do that. Something that's a little bit different, so we're probably not used to it. It's something that everybody needs, especially athletes, especially people that are doing a lot, of rotation or getting, jostled around a lot. So the more control, just like any other joint you can have over your cervical spine, the better you're going to be. Okay, so from here, stack the shoulders, grab that top leg, body stays tight, grab the top of the head, pull my right ear to my right shoulder. Nothing painful, definitely. make sure you get a good stretch on the bottom side, get a good contraction on the closing side, and contract and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Make sure you're not shrugging up on that right side. Trying to get the ear to right shoulder, but not shoulder to right ear, right? So here we have 4 more. Pull up, squeeze, and release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Brace, just like any other pills or any other lift off and holds, right? So we'll make sure here, ear to shoulder, brace full body, squeeze ear, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, 2 more. Roll that back down, don't let that head just drop. Stretch on the left side, on the bottom side, the aggressive side, right? So the regressive side we're holding, and contract. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Last one here, come up, squeeze it, contract, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Very good. That was 5 5-second holds. Cervical lateral flexion. Okay, so from here, we're just going to go right back to some cervical spine pull cars here. So we just did some flexion, pillars and rails. We just did some rotation, pillars and rails. We did some extension, pillars and rails, and some lift offs. And then we did our lateral flexion holds on each side. So we should feel some kind of more connection to those joints and to the cervical spine. So we do this one just like we did in the beginning of class. Set your upper body tension, track that full body, get a good squeeze of the shoulders. Let's take armpits, arms squeezing inside of the body. Contract, brace, and then we'll slowly work cervical flexion. So we should feel a little bit in here. Rotate chin to collarbone. Ear comes over. Chin to the sky. Left ear over left shoulder. Chin to collarbone. Rotate back through one more time. To the right, chin to collarbone. Ear goes over. Chin to the sky. Ear over left. Up chin to left collarbone. Through. To the other way, chin to collarbone. Ear goes over. Chin to the sky. Ear over right. Drop chin. One more time. Chin to left collarbone. Lateral flexion. Chin to the sky. Right ear over right shoulder. Chin to collarbone. And come through. So just like you did in the beginning of class. So from here, let's just go right into some rotation. So rotate chin to collarbone. Let that body stay still. Chin to collarbone. There. 2 more. Cervical rotation. Good. 1 more. Nice. Okay. Now it's the lateral flexion. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. 2, 1. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. 1 more. Super slow. Nice and easy. Make sure we're breathing through all this here. Last one. Let's go flexion. Think 1 vertebrae at a time. Extension. 1 vertebrae at a time. Stand still. Actually, 1 segment flexes at a time. 1 segment extends at a time. Try to do that top. 1 more. Up in. And yeah. Very nice. That was our 25-minute cervical spine focused Kinstretch class. Like I said, the beginning class. It's called definitely not one that you've ever done before. It's definitely not one that we've done before as a full-on class. So I encourage you to work on those cervical spine or those neck bars every day, especially every morning. It's a great way to just kind of get moving after you've been sleeping. But that's definitely, you want to go light in the morning, definitely easily do it. Do it before you work out. You can come back to this class every so often, but you just try to continue to increase the strength and the control over your cervical spine. But again, always working on going controlled and slow, just all the movements, and then when you do your hills and rails and holds and lift offs, making sure you're really focusing on an individual segment at a time. Make sure we're not shrugging, make sure we're not getting rotation to the rest of the body. The more pinpointed you can be to those joints, to those tissues, the better. So again, thank you for joining me for this cervical spine focused Kinstretch class. I hope to see you up in there.